This is the story of Walter Nebicher. Doing what he likes best, fighting crime in the streets. You see, Walter's a policeman. Unfortunately, the chief doesn't want Walter on the streets.
Captain, get back to your cage, boy. Now!
So Walter must fight crime in his own way, in the computer room. That's where he's an expert. Fortunately for me, Walter's advanced knowledge of electronics led him to experiment with what is called a hologram. That's a very fancy word for a three-dimensional picture that, when perfected, can be made to look real, sound real. As a matter of fact, given enough power, it can even be made to feel real. That's kind of what got me into this world. My name is Automan. You must be Walter Nebicher.
How did you know that?
It's on the programming you fed into my system. I must say, Walter, you're very good. Very good indeed. I look wonderful.
If you do say so yourself.
Well, you programmed me to be honest. But tell me, why did you call me Automan?
It means that you're the world's first truly automatic man. You can do anything because you're not real.
Oh, but I am. I'm as real as you are, just different. And thanks to you, perfect.
Nobody's perfect, Automan.
Well, that's not true, Walter. You've programmed me to observe other people and do whatever they can do as well as they can do it. Jimmy Connor's playing tennis, John Travolta dancing. In fact, on a scale of 1 to 10, think of me as an 11.
I've created a monster.
No, what Walter really created was a wonderful force for good. Automan. That's me.
Maybe she isn't coming.
Informants are about as reliable as computers.
You're not against computers, Captain. It's just that you're uncomfortable around things that are, well...
Go ahead, say it. Complicated. I don't like electric razors either.
Jack Curtis?
Miss Simmons, I presume?
Don't turn around. Let's take a walk. Do as I say if you want what you came for.
All right, what have you got?
Enough information to prove that the mob is buying into the Casino Hotel in Las Vegas.
Well, that's not exactly earth-shattering news. They've been trying to buy into the casino for years.
This time they're getting some help from an elected official.
Okay, what proof have you got?
I want $20,000.
Well, that's a lot of money, lady.
I can get you a lot of indictments.
All the way to the top?
He's my jackpot. But I need the money by tomorrow, or I might not be around to deliver.
Get out of here. Move it. Run, get out.
No!
can't go after them alone?
Who's gonna help me?
Walter!
I read you, Jack. Captain Boyd's gone after them. I'm getting help.
You're gonna be too late. We blew it.
Not necessarily.
Are you gonna be long, man?
I don't think so.
Lose the number?
No, I got the right number. I'm just, waiting.
You're supposed to hold it up to your ear.
I'm using the phone to communicate with my computer back in, well, it's kind of a long story.
Well, I don't have time for a long story, man. I need that phone right now.
I'm really very sorry.
Step out of that phone booth, now!
Cursor, thank God.
The hell is that?
Cursor, that isn't nice.
Desdemona! Delilah! Rachel, get back in this car! I don't know how the hell you did this, boy, but you're gonna get it right now!
I wouldn't.
You think that badge scares me, man?
It would me, were I in your shoes. Now, if you'll excuse us, man. What's the emergency, Walter?
They grabbed our informant. The captain's in hot pursuit.
Cursor? How in the world are we going to pick up their trail now, Walter?
That's what this is for. Unit A to Captain Boyd.
Nebicher, where's my help?
On the way, sir. What's your location?
I'm on Riverside. I just crossed Cherry.
We'll be right there.
How you gonna catch up with me?
No time for explanations now, sir.
He's still back there. Let's take him out.
No, just buy us a few seconds, that's all we need.
I'll slow down and keep him from passing.
Oh, you want to get killed, do you?
Don't do anything rash, sir. We're right behind you.
Is that you, Nebicher? Where'd you come from? What is that you're driving?
I suggest we split up, Walter. Let the captain take the sedan. We'll go after the limo.
Wait a minute, who said that?
The driver, I commandeered the fastest car I could find, sir.
Well, fast car or not, how you gonna go after that limo? I can't even get past this guy here.
We'll go around the other way.
What other way?
What happened?
Hold it right there. Where'd that car come from?
Where's anybody come from?
You're under arrest.
Step on him, move it! I don't know how they did it, but they caught up to us.
Oh,
I don't know, it's not even a cop car.
Nice going, Otto. We've got him.
I'm afraid we've a slight problem, Walter.
What is it?
As long as your witness is in the back of that car, anything we do jeopardizes her life.
I have an idea. Can Cursor make this into something a little more flexible?
Something that can be used to see without being seen, for instance?
Exactly.
That's why I'm very lucky to have you programming me, Walter. You're always full of surprises. Cursor?
Gone.
What do you mean gone? How could they be gone?
They didn't make that last turn with us. You want to head back to town?
No, you better not risk them picking us up again. Just head straight for the judges.
They're turning into that big estate.
Well, I'm turning into a pumpkin.
What?
You know the power problems they've been having out here with this heat wave? I'm afraid we're experiencing a slight brownout.
Otto, we're 3,000 feet in the air. A brownout is a wipeout.
I think I can get us down, but beyond that...
Down, Otto, down.
You see? Safe and sound.
But do you always have to make it so close?
Walter, you have your rules for survival, I have mine. You created the world's first perfect hologram, remember?
Perfect?
You need oxygen. I need power. You think generating three-dimensional images with substance comes easy? You try it.
I'm sorry. It's just I don't like the idea of walking into that snake pit up ahead all alone.
I'm sorry too, Walter, but it's nearly dawn. The world is making toast, watching Good Morning America, brushing its teeth. I don't have the strength left to help you. That's the way I was programmed.
I know, Otto. Maybe it's for the best anyway. We know the kidnappers went into that big mansion. It's the only one around. I'll just call for a backup.
And you won't have to explain me to the captain.
You're right. I'm to be a big hero.
You earned it. After all, weren't for you, I wouldn't exist. Goodbye.
Nebicher to dispatch. I need a SWAT team on the double.
I am sorry about all this, Your Honor, but the man who thought he saw the car coming in this general direction is new.
Captain, if your men are willing to give up their Sunday morning in the pursuit of justice, what seems to me the least I can do is offer them some breakfast.
Oh, no, we couldn't accept that, Your Honor, after all we've caused you. So we'll just get back to L.A. and...
Very well, Captain. By the way, give the commissioner my very best.
I sure will do that. Judge Alexander Farnsworth, I'll get you for this, Nebicher.
I know what I saw. This is where those guys brought that informant. And the limousine looked just like that.
Walter, every limousine in the world looks just like that. Besides, the plates are wrong. You can see that.
Not to mention, there's no girl here.
Well, the car must have dropped her off and left. Or saw me land and decided to take her someplace else.
What are you talking about, land?
From the fence, when I climbed over. A figure of speech.
Really, sometimes you worry me. Come on, let's go.
Jack. That girl. There's something familiar about her.
You probably saw her on the society page. Stop staring and come on. Is there something more we can do for you, officer?
No, ma'am. I'm sorry if I was staring, but I had the feeling that we might have met someplace.
It's possible. I used to be a professional dancer. Do you frequent the ballet?
No, not as much as I'd like.
Club 51, perhaps?
No, I'm not really much of a dancer.
It's too bad. It's the second best thing you can do for your body. The first being good food, of course. Won't you stay?
Well, I'd love to, but I've got to get back to headquarters. I I think this is going to be a tough case.
Are you in charge?
No. I'm kind of the department's computer expert. You know, gather up all the facts and see what they add up to.
Sounds fascinating, Mr.
Nebicher, Walter Nebicher. And you'd be...
Ellen Fowler. I'm the judge's secretary.
Nebicher!
Oh, well, it's been nice meeting you, Miss Fowler.
Of all the idiotic Bush League plays I have ever seen, if you had to make a mistake, why did you have to pick Judge Farnsworth to make it with?
I didn't make a mistake, sir. I saw them take the informant to his place.
You can't even see the Farnsworth place from where you were found.
I know it's hard to believe, but I'm telling you, she was there. Look, if the highly placed elected official the girl told Jack about was Judge Farnsworth, well, the whole thing would make sense.
Nonsense is what you mean, Curtis. Will you kindly explain to this computer jockey that the best friend this department has ever had is Judge Farnsworth? I'm not going to waste any more breath on the subject, or him.
Captain.
Get back to your cage, boy. Now!
I hoped at least you two would believe me.
Walter, I want to, but the captain is absolutely right. Farnsworth is known as the hanging judge.
He's the mob's worst enemy.
Yeah, but if we knew that the mob was involved in buying into a new casino hotel in Las Vegas, and we suspect Judge Farnsworth is involved, well, all I have to do is find the connection.
Walter, that's something I would not try to do if I were you.
Hello, Walter. Good to see you. That 220 line you put in is holding up well.
Knock it off, Otto. You really fixed me good last night.
Fixed you? I hadn't realized there was anything wrong with you. How can I help?
There's nothing wrong with me. It's just that we searched the Farnsworth estate and came up empty. What's more, he's the police commissioner's best friend, and I look like a fool.
So that's the reason for the data you've been feeding into my systems. Would it interest you to know that Judge Farnsworth is going to Las Vegas with his secretary, Miss Fowler?
How could you possibly know that?
Well, since the kidnapping involved the estate, I simply ran a cross-check of the telephone service into that residence, and the computer turned up several airline contacts. From there, I...
Cross-referenced the airline computers. Damn, it's hard to stay mad at you.
Good. And you think my lead is important?
Sure. I'll put it through channels. Tell Captain Boyd about the link.
Channels? You'd prefer to work without me?
Not prefer, Otto. But, well, I can't afford too many days where I make a fool of myself. Especially in front of a big shot like Judge Farnsworth.
Early indications are he's a crook.
Great. Let's put him in irons.
Cursor, get the irons.
There. You see, if you'd have done that in public, I'd have been fired. I mean, Otto, you've got the best mind for deductive reasoning on this planet.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, but when it comes to understanding the human predicament, you still fall a little short.
Short? You call me short?
See, now that's exactly what I'm talking about. I gotta teach you a little more about people. Hey, I've got it.
Got what?
This.
Videotape cassettes?
Well, not just any tapes, Otto. The kind that'll show you how young people act, the way they talk.
Well, that's a good idea, Walter. Sometimes I do feel a little...
Out of it?
Beg pardon?
Never mind. Just relax. I'm gonna feed a few of these into your system. Let's see. Saturday Night Fever, Flashdance, Staying Alive. Here, this should get you off to a good start.
Well, where do I look?
You don't. I'm gonna feed it straight into you.
What? I'm in the movie.
No, the movie's in you. Look, Otto, I've got to go, all right? I'll be back.
Now I know how he feels when I have to leave. How interesting. Walter? Walter? I wonder if I should. Yes, of course, you're right, Cursor. Who better? Walter Nebicher residence. He's not in at the moment, but if you'll leave your name and a message at the sound of the tone, he'll get back to you right away.
This is Ellen Fowler calling from Las Vegas. I'm sorry to be calling like this, but it's a matter of life and death. I'm at the Casino Hotel. Please call me immediately.
Las Vegas. Life and death. So, he thinks I'm not ready to interact with other people, eh? Yes, I realize that, Cursor, but I can't show up at headquarters. Tell Walter where I've gone when he gets back. Do as you're told. Cursor, you're right about one thing. I can't go to Las Vegas looking like this. But I'm not programmed to look any other way. Unless... Cursor?
Here's something for you to get your teeth into, Otto. Judge Farnsworth is sitting on the bench next month for the trial of Leonard Martin. He's the biggest gambling czar in the country. What if the judge sold out? I think it's time for you to make an appearance, Otto. That's what I call service. Cursor, good to see you. I don't understand. Where's Automan? You know only Automan can understand you. Where is he? What are you doing? Where are you going? I need Automan. Dear Walter, Automan asked me to tell you he received an emergency message from Ellen Fowler and has gone ahead to Las Vegas to save her. Thanks for the message, Cursor. It's nice to know that Automan... He's gone ahead to Las Vegas to save her? By himself? And you let him do it?
Wally, what is it? Who are you yelling at?
Nothing. I was just closing up shop. Wasn't yelling at anybody.
How can you go home at this hour?
Oh, I'm not going home. I'm going to Las Vegas.
Oh. Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Miss Fowler.
Yes?
I'm an associate of a mutual friend, Walter Nebicher.
How did you find me?
Well, you charged a long-distance phone call to your room from the bar phone, since the hotel is fully computerized.
My message to Officer Nebicher was not to tell anyone.
Well, we're a team. May I?
Please. What are you drinking, sir?
Oh, I don't drink. Thank you.
Have some peanuts.
Well, I don't eat either.
Whatever you do, on you it looks good.
Why did you choose Walter, Officer Nebicher, to confide in?
He said that he was in charge of the police computer, and I think that using it may be necessary to prove the things that I know.
I see.
What I have to tell you is extremely confidential. There are people who would kill me if they knew that I was talking. Do you mind if we sit a little closer?
It'd be best if we looked like we're here on a date.
It would be my pleasure. Would you prefer to go someplace more private?
No, thank you. The more public, the better. They wouldn't dare do anything to me here. Oh, dear. That's Judge Farnsworth. If he suspects that you're a cop, we're both dead. Do you dance?
Have you ever seen John Travolta dance?
Yes.
Then you've seen me.
I'm shaking like a leaf.
I'm afraid that's one step I don't know. However,
glad you're here. That makes one of us. What are you doing?
It was Miss Fowler's idea to keep from calling attention to ourselves. I thought it was very clever.
You are the best dancer I have ever seen. And that shirt.
I don't believe this is happening to me. Where can we go to get away from here?
Well, I have a room in the judge's suite upstairs. He shouldn't be up for some time.
We'll meet you there.
My room's 812.
I think we should talk.
You think we should talk? I could pull your plug right now.
Walter, my presence in Las Vegas was based on logical conclusions.
Logical conclusions? I didn't program you to leave without telling me.
You told me not to come to headquarters.
I told you not to come there. I didn't tell you to come to Las Vegas and dance. Dancing in Las Vegas?
They're on their way up.
Walter, she might have been in immediate danger, and I couldn't reach you.
That's still no excuse for making a public display of yourself.
You programmed me to fit in socially. Or should I say misprogrammed?
Misprogrammed? Did I hear the word misprogrammed?
Walter, you don't know what helpless is till you find yourself out there all alone with no information whatsoever.
What kind of information? You're the greatest detective who ever lived. Maybe the greatest brain.
Really? What's my sign?
What?
Miss Fowler said she was a Virgo, and it seemed very important to her to know what I was. And I didn't know what she was talking about. Well, what do I tell people when they ask me that? What am I?
Tell them you're an Apple II.
Come in.
Now then, Miss Fowler, just what is it that you're afraid of?
The numbers are all here. Some are in Switzerland, some are listed for the Cayman Islands. It's all part of the judge's dealings with these gamblers.
Gamblers?
Switzerland, Cayman, they must be bank accounts.
Looks like the judge is drawing more than his salary.
There is a way that you can verify it, isn't there?
Sure. If we can get to a computer terminal.
The casino has one.
We'll need to copy down these numbers.
Please hurry. If the judge should come in here and find me.
The first number is 0187-99432. The second is 0166-435.
Wait, not so fast.
Never mind. I'll remember them.
What is he talking about? There's 20 pages in here.
It's a long story. Don't worry. We'll do all we can.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. The judge is as good as dead.
Sensational, darling. I knew we could count on you. You slip into something very special, and I'll be down with a little surprise. All right.
What can I say? When you're hot, you're hot. Farnsworth is finished.
You know, I gotta hand it to you. Using the cops' own computers against him. Now, that was a touch of genius.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. Now, just as soon as they verify the amounts that I put into his account, I'll pull them back out. And the police, well, they're gonna think that the judge hid it.
So there's nothing to worry about, as long as there are no leaks.
No, what's the leak? No one knows this part of the operation except you and me. And, Ellen. I do see what you mean.
You know what you have to do.
Otto, I see him.
We'll need a distraction.
These slot machines are all computerized.
Otto, you're not gonna do anything illegal. I am a cop.
How can giving the customer a break be considered illegal?
I don't want to be here for this one.
Security Chief, please report to the cashier's office. Thank you.
Now what?
We'll see. This is Automan. I need a little help. Would you mind passing the word along your circuits to your friend?
It would be my pleasure, Automan.
Here we go.
Ellen, you back so early? Son of a gun, Charlie Banks. Stood me up. Ellen? Oh, my God.
Attention. The airport bus is now ready for boarding at the main entrance. Thank you.
The judge is quite a crook. He has illegal bank accounts all over the world.
That's hard to believe, isn't it? A man who's practically dedicated his life to fighting crooked gamblers like Leonard Martin.
Facts are facts.
No, Otto. Sometimes there's something behind them that we can't see.
Walter, must I remind you that Judge Farnsworth's involvement in this was your idea to start with?
I know, but...
You wouldn't be letting that young lady influence you.
Maybe. But not in the way you think. It just seems to me that Ellen Fowler has a lot in common with that informant kidnapped the other night.
Miss Simmons?
Yes. Her hair is different, but she's about the same size and bone structure. And when she moved hurriedly, she reminded me of a dancer.
Well, if they were one and the same person, that would certainly make her testimony suspect.
Yeah, as well as the evidence she so conveniently dropped in our laps. I think we better have another talk with Ellen Fowler before we turn this stuff in. Otto, I don't like the looks of this.
You're going to like the rest of what I have to tell you even less, Walter. Ellen Fowler is dead.
Wally, I was afraid I'd find you here. What have you got yourself mixed up in? Wally. That is...
Of course not. He doesn't even light up.
Roxanne?
How is it you don't have any place to go when I don't need you?
Casinos have their own power source. I stay indefinitely.
What else could go wrong?
Well, Walter. Walter, imagine seeing you here. Looks like you might be right about Farnsworth. Those two thugs the captain arrested told us they were working for him.
That's why you're here.
Yes, just in time to see him arrested on suspicion of murder. And to find this. This book was found in the judge's room. I want you to run a complete profile to see what those numbers might be, all right?
I'm afraid we know that book only too well.
Who is this?
This is, someone who's working with me on my federal computer program.
Fed? What can you do that Wally can't do?
I'm in computers.
On a very high, confidential level.
But I can tell you this book does provide a motive for the judge to kill Miss Fowler.
Except it's all been too easy. I don't believe it.
Well, there's no pleasing you, is there? What do you think is going on? A conspiracy?
Exactly. One to frame the judge.
And to find the source of such a conspiracy, we have to work in the opposite direction and find who profits most by his being discredited. Sherlock Holmes, case.
Lenny Martin. Mr. Leonard Martin, gambling czar. He's the only guy I know who would have enough to put this together.
Of course. Once they bring charges against the judge, they'll have to pull him off Martin's trial.
If this is a frame, it's the neatest I've ever seen.
How long can you wait before you bring charges?
It's 24 hours.
Great. Come on, Otto. Otto, do you think you can go back into the casino computer terminal for some really important information?
Oh, yes, we've become quite friendly. But what else is there to know? We already know the numbers of the account the money was transferred into.
That's why I want you to see if you can find the numbers of the accounts the money was transferred out of.
And trace it back as far as it'll go. I'll get right on it.
Now, where's Automan going?
He just got there. The computer room.
That does it for this edition of Eyewitness News.
Nothing.
Thank you, Sally.
They don't say nothing about any arrest. They don't even mention the judge's name.
Well, they will, just as soon as his Swiss bank accounts come out.
Come out? You laid that on them hours ago.
And they checked it. Our sources in Switzerland confirmed it.
All right, so they know about it. And they checked it. But they're not doing anything about it.
Well, that's the funny part.
There's nothing funny about this, Jason. Now, it was your brainstorm to borrow the money from the syndicate to set up this frame. Just for a couple of days, you said. We'll have it back before they know it's missing, you said. Shut up! Now, we're running out of time. If they find out that millions of dollars are missing, I'm a dead man! And so are you.
One guy, Mr. Martin, that's all it is.
What do you mean, one guy?
A cop, the computer expert. All he has to do is stop sitting on the evidence and give it to the press.
Well, maybe he was ordered not to. Jason, people disobey orders all the time, don't they? I mean, it's just in how you present it to them, right?
Wally, we're running out of time. Now, where's Automan?
He's in the computer, right through that door.
You mean computer room?
No, I mean inside the computer. That's his world. You see, we're not just looking for a bank account that might have sent the money to the judge. We're tracing back every related bank that might have holding accounts for the mob.
Nebicher?
Nebicher.
Close enough.
There's a call for you. He says it's the police.
Thanks.
You can take it on any house phone.
Look, I'll be right back.
Mr. and Mrs. Harrison, please report to the main desk. Thank you.
Hello, this is Officer Nebicher. There's supposed to be a call for me. I'll wait.
Excuse me. I wonder if you wouldn't mind accompanying me to the main desk.
What for?
Well, I'm only carrying a message. I think it has something to do with that policeman that just left. Unless you're very tired of breathing, I suggest you come and do as I say.
Hello? Hello? Yes, I'm waiting for a call. Nebicher. Nebicher. No, I was paged. Thank you.
Mr. Silverstein. Mr. Silverstein, please report to the main desk. Thank you.
Excuse me, but there was a young lady sitting here just a minute ago.
Sorry, pal, she left.
But she wouldn't leave here alone.
Center Lounge. Looks like you're turning into a popular guy. The house phone.
If you don't mind, I'd like to take this one right here. Thanks. Nebicher.
If you don't want to see your friend end up like the judge's secretary, you call the news media and you get him over here so they get the whole story on him. You understand?
Wait. Wait. Damn. Is your cash register computerized?
Sure. Hooks right into the main hotel computer. Keeps tabs on everything.
Yeah. Official police business. I've got to punch up a message. Curse her! Leave her alone! Come on.
No, and I only drink at home. And all I see there is snakes.
He said to get the press over here. That means they're in the hotel. But where?
I checked Martin's personal accounts. He keeps a permanent residence in the penthouse.
That's my Automan.
In light of the recent hospitality they've shown us, I suggest we join forces.
I hope we know what we're doing.
You two just jump bail, go on down to Florida, and have a good time. You did a nice job.
I'd say that's little enough for murder.
Get him.
I was hoping you'd try something like this.
Get him!
Doing your own dirty work for a change, hey, Mr. Martin?
Who said that? He did. Where did you come from?
Same place he did.
Now, I don't know how you got into this room and, or what that fancy bulletproof costume is all about. But unless you're planning to kill me, you better get out of here.
Oh, you don't have to worry about us killing you. The way I see it, the mob is going to do that.
What are you talking about?
When you transferred funds from the various syndicate accounts to the judges, you put them through your own accounts first. You left tracks, so to speak.
But don't worry. No one can trace it back now. Because the judge doesn't have the money anymore.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What counts is that you've got the money now. Right here in your casino account.
I've got it? Oh, no. No. This is Leonard Martin. I need some cash. How much can I draw against my account? me their computer. I've got more money than this casino. Hey, listen, you've got to help me get the money out of my accounts. I mean, you've got to. It's the mob's money. I'm a dead man if they find out I've got it. Look, come on, we're all grown up. I mean, we can come to some kind of agreement. There must be something you want, some price.
Where's Roxanne?
Jason's got her. And he won't come back until he hears on the news that the judge is finished.
Then you'll just have to help us find him and tell him everything's all right.
Come on, he's halfway to the Rockies. You'll never get him.
I think we will. Cursor, I won't be needing this disguise any longer.
This is impossible. Up to the roof, Mr. Martin. Now.
Cursor, the auto chopper.
What the hell is that?
I know you must be getting pretty uncomfortable, honey. But just as soon as we get out the lodge, I'm going to show you a real good time.
Otto, it's going to hurt someone with that gun.
We'd better merge, Walter.
All right, don't come any closer. I may not be able to hurt you, but what about the girl? There's still the girl.
He's got us, Otto.
Not yet. I can still discharge my entire energy field against him. Of course, even if it fails, it means leaving you here on your own.
Otto, there's some risks a man just has to take. All right, just stay where you are.
Walter, I am so glad to see you. There's only one more thing in the whole world I could possibly ask for.
What's that?
You fill out the report on this one.
I never saw anything like it. They're falling all over each other trying to cooperate.
Don't often get a bunch of suspects trying to compete with each other in confession, right?
Well, all I can say is that I'm glad I turned out to be wrong about Judge Farnsworth.
Next time, Nebicher, before you jump to conclusions, check your computer first.
Captain, did you just say what I think you said? You want Wally to use the computer?
I can tell you that in the future, I will do anything in my power to make sure that Officer Nebicher and his bright ideas are right where they belong, off the street. There's Boyd here. Oh, yes, sir, Your Honor. Certainly, sir. I understand. I'll tell him myself.
Tell him, Captain?
Well, that was Judge Farnsworth. He He personally is recommending our boy Wally here for the police medal of commendation.
Me?
Wally, that's terrific.
But I don't deserve it.
No, you don't. But I know who does. It's that Fed you were telling me about, Curtis. He's the one that cracked this case wide open, and Nebicher is taking all the credit, stealing it out of the right guy's mouth. Where are you going?
Back to where you want me, sir. In the computer room. To give credit where credit is due.